Imagine understanding you have not only at the doctor's office, but throughout your everyday life. Right now, most medical decisions are taken in just a few minutes in a clinic. But what if it was possible to understand your health across your entire day? The problem is many symptoms are invisible. Think of fatigue, for example, not just tiredness, but truly an extreme exhaustion that prevents you from moving, thinking, and functioning in your everyday life. This is a very common symptom that is very disabling in many diseases. But still, the way we measure it nowadays is by asking patients, how tired do you feel? Now, this information is very important because only patients truly know how they feel. Nonetheless, it has its limitations. Fatigue changes throughout the day. It is influenced by our stress, our sleep, our movement, and our biology. And these changes cannot be captured by a single measurement. So ultimately, what we are trying to do is to measure something that is dynamic using a static measurement. This is where digital medicine becomes powerful. Using wearable technologies, we can continuously track people's heart rate, their movements, and their sleep. This way, we can look at the signals behind the feelings. Ultimately, this allows us to make an objective measurement of a subjective feeling. Now, when we look at this data, we can detect patterns that change and allow us to see what influences symptoms that patients suffer from, and also understand these symptoms and be able to track and predict them. But where does my research come in? In my research, we are currently conducting a study where we are collecting data from patients who suffer from multiple sclerosis and long COVID and are highly affected by fatigue. Here, we ask them how fatigued they feel, and we try to look at the signals to predict their fatigue throughout the day, and then help them understand it. For patients, this can be a real insight into the triggers that affect their symptoms, being able to change their behavior and adapt their lifestyle, and for doctors, this can provide them much more information. And this can also lead to better treatment choices. So by wearing our health, we can make the invisible visible.